tell them that after every 5 matches they should pay.
And they say, almost the members nika saying.
They say, I know so much. I'm saying, no more your first 5. This is me checking out, Mr. Amba. But apart from that, somebody encountered that 2024, 2014.
Now, 2014.
Yes, 10 years. Now, 10 years, me do 10 years. That's it. Me be just kana. Me do 100,000 cities for 10 years. That's me chia. Over 10,000 over tuition in whom they account. Will you just tell him to pay the
George,
100,000?
there's a young man here who is saying that you shouldn't make the case of 2014 because it's a past administration.
Thank you very much. Don't forget that in a corporate world, we call something assets and liabilities. When you are taking over an institution, you know whatever that you have there will be assets and there will be liabilities. The assets are the income that you earn, and the liabilities are the debts that you inherit. So for us, we still see GFA to be an ongoing concern. So both assets and liabilities apply here. Are you saying for the past 6 years, they've not got any money coming in at all, not even 1 cedi? So they should have looked inside to clear the debt. Who the can say, Unyeska, you go to clear your debt before you think about what to do next. But you don't let that one lie down and you feel everything is comfortable. It's wrong. That is accounting them, accounting to me just here. I'm a banker I understand that principle very, very well. You set off, clear your debt before you then go ahead to incur further debt. But you don't abandon the old debt to say that there's an old administration, so they will have to come and pay. Are they going to come back? You've taken over, so you must pay. If tomorrow they decide to leave and a new team come, we will still stand by the decision that GFA is owing us. It's not, we're not talking about the individuals there. For the individuals, they don't owe us. But the body known as Ghana Football Association, the corporate body, is owing Referees Association of Ghana. Members. That's it.
Pacho, and say, what is the way forward?
The way forward is that we need an emergency meeting immediately with the GFA. See, they even call us today midnight to come. My members are in town. We will rise there and sit down and discuss it. We'll discuss 2 critical issues. And for the rest, we've actually forwarded it to the minister to sit down with us and GFA so that we'll iron out.
Issues, critical issues, we are going
to talk about what happened at Indom Stadium and way forward. The security. If really they are sure they've got everything right and they can get, because we are hearing that they want the MTN Cup to be played over the weekend. Is the security
George Mpacho, okay? Do you have an objection to that arrangement to let games go on this weekend? I
am coming. You are taking the win of the seal.
Sorry.
I am saying that we are hearing in the media that they want the distance to go on. MTN matches to go on. The question is, what is the security situation now? Is it okay? Is it beefed up? Are they ready for it? Because if we are not ready and the members go out to go and officiate, and something should happen to one, whom should you hold liable for that particular activity? Whom should we hold liable? Because we've seen the risk, and we proactively, we ourselves, we realize that we should do something to alleviate the pressure of our members, and we decide to insure. We proactively insured our referees. But we are not saying because we've insured them, they should go and they should be allowed, they should be beaten up. So now that they still want to go ahead with the matches, are they sure that if they go to handle the matches, the security situation is okay and there will be no problem? If they are sure and they can guarantee, no problem, they should go ahead. But if they don't, and anyone is attacked, what happens? Who takes responsibility? Is it the Referees Association of Ghana or GFA? Or those who send them to go into that particular arena to go and officiate? Because you've seen it clearly on the wall. If the premier teams are refusing to go, they have better facilities and their stadiums are okay. And you still want to push people to go and do it, to go and officiate matches over there without telling us whether the security situation is okay. They want to sit with them and know one-on-one. We can sit under 15 minutes, the meeting is okay. Are you okay with it? Yes, well, okay. We've taken this precaution, we've taken this precaution, we've taken this precaution. We'll be okay with it. We'll have no difficulty. That's all. Then we say, okay. If you
convinced that stadium will be protected for the FA Cup games enough for your officials.
We were all convinced after the unfortunate incident at Nsuatre. And what happened in Cape Coast? All of us were convinced that, oh, they said they put in place a particular document that will take care of the security. What happened? Did that stop the guys from beating the referees in Indian Stadium mercilessly? No, it didn't. So as I'm
George,
talking...
but we crap on the boy kakra. Udim say a Indian phone, Elimina phone. On countless occasions, Omo deny say Omo do Omo sa eka Morrison. Mpacho Morrison kodi born. Wa report to am our chairman say yebonana.
Na when a fair police for Omo koyi no. So Omo ambuna. How did they come out? Omo ambuna. How did the referee come out of the place? They were taking hostage for about 3 hours, more than 3 hours. Me na be fair police court in Kenya. And I'm relay information in my Cape Coast. And some Cape Coast you free in the whole. Now Ugo Dibo say ya fa hostage ya. I don't know. Ya boo. But didn't you see the images? One images no. Well, did you see the images that is in the social media? My brother, didn't you see the images in the social media?
I saw the images on social media, but I'm saying that these guys have confirmed that they did not beat him, and Omo raised a lot of issues that Omo from Unsankano. Intina mi buza so Morrison, Ushana Yabuno.
Me say, Omo raised Omo Abuna. You saw the images. That tells you something about. If you see all this, that's okay. Credibility of the person who is talking to you about that should be questioned. What is more distant than reliable than these photo images that were captured and posted on social media? That is it. It tells you clearly credibility is the issue. What is the one? Didn't you see the referee being beaten around? They were policemen, but they were able to beat them. They beat them and they locked them and they were taking hostage for over 3 hours. I personally had to call because when they were under pressure, they called people within the GF. It was difficult reaching them. When they called me, I never wasted 1 minute. And honestly, I was ready. 3 of our with the national executive were ready. I had taken my car and I was ready. I called them that if the police and they should let us go. If they kill them, they should kill all of us. We're going to get 1 or 2 people to support us and we're going to take our members. Yes, we're ready to do that. If you are not ready to sacrifice your life for your own members, then you are not worth standing to become an executive of the team. That is it.
Simona, George, I'm on force to say where they need them who to Okraforo. Now who to Momone Sofo. I'm force in Ukraine me. Members ni bi agidi mbone. Omu kodi bo okra na yetu omudia na erase suspicions. Nti ke baya futu amanfo person odi mo mu ni say omu fa no kredie pepeye na omu nyan konkonsa na no krotumfo okra kan wasem say referees no mumfa no kure na nya adwuma mbacho no so yi ano sen
ni nyina no kura pa say me yeti otumfo mpanyefo no kan yeti ni nyina o otumfo kasai honorable minister of education okasa wa parliament floor yeti ni nyina and anything I say we want to have a meeting with the GFA over these issues. There are certain things that we'll talk about in-house to get this thing resolved. And yentu a man for media, medium, we know what we tell them in-house. We want to get this particular opportunity to talk to GFA. Then we can put them together in one particular room at a location and we near to a mufu. Futu ni yebe to a mufu. Ye tu ebinufu. Abontin outside we've called 1 or 2 of them, we've spoken to them, and they are aware that certain things that happened shouldn't have happened. But the thing is that GFA uses them week in, week out. We need to seek their audience in order to gain access to them, so that whatever we discuss with them, GFA will not have any suspicion that you're two homo futubwana and futu papa. So that when we are discussing, they will be there to hear what we will tell the referees. That's what we're looking for. We are not getting that particular opportunity. We need it today. You can go and tell them that we say we need it. They should call us and we'll come and talk about it immediately. But I'm sorry, my time is going because I'm supposed to meet and I'm having a meeting, an urgent meeting somewhere. I don't know whether that will be okay with you.
George, it will be fine, but my final question is that the GFA have brought up proposed enhanced security protocols at our various stadia. Yesterday, trained the match commissioners on these new arrangements. Ebeboa.
Security, you know, some friend, if some friend stakeholders, some that particular, you know, it's a good move. It's good, but unfortunately, Referee Association of Ghana were not part of the stakeholders they invited.
Wow.
So we have seen there are some loopholes within. If they call us and we sit, it's part of the issue. You are forcing me to bring some of the issues out. When we sit down, we will tell them that this one that you did, you should have done it this way, you should have done it this way. There are some few things they want to add to it. And that is it. That's what I'm saying. We need to meet them. But I understand the protocols are for the premier. Just like it was explained by the General Secretary in one of the media outlets. I agree. It's for the premier. So what is that of Division 1 and what are the other division, Division 2 and the women? What are their protocols? And you are still allowing that particular games to continue without a protocol. Are we still continuing under the old regime where anybody at all can go and beat someone and walk scot-free? Why is it that when someone beats a referee, when people beat a referee at a particular stadium, sometimes there no arrest at all. But when you are walking on the street and someone slaps you and you go to report, it's a very big case. Do you know that?
Sure.
Are the laws on the streets different from the stadium? Is it not part of Ghana? That is a difficulty I would not understand. If someone should slap a referee on the field of play and is arrested, treat him just like any other person would slap any ordinary person on the street. That is what the issue is. When the referees commit mistakes in the game, GFA has the right to deal with them. They can suspend them. There are so many. Look, no referee will be happy when they officiate and come out and they tell them, look, this and I did is wrong and this and this. You will feel very bad. I've been a referee for over 20 years. I know what I'm talking about. I've been a FIFA referee and I understand what you. As well, you travel to African countries and you handle a match, and your match commissioner will tell that in the first half, did you see this? Look at this. Look at this. You feel very bad. After you finish a game, you go back to the hotel. They will play by the same match, and you sit behind and you watch. Hey, but this, why did I do this? You would feel extremely bad. So nobody's happy doing that, unless the person want to manufacture certain bad infringements. And that one, if you are caught, we know the consequences. So the people should stop. 1, threatening referees. 2, beating them. 3, trying to do a lot of things just to make sure that the referee is intimidated to officiate in your favor. It's not something that is good. So if you are saying, yeah, some of our members, I agree, they've not lived up to expectation, but that does not mean that you should beat them like they are being beaten as if they are supposed to be sacrificed. No, we don't do that. So thank you very much.
George, it's been nice talking to you. God bless you so much for your time.
Thank you, too.
That's George Sager. He's a chairman of the Referees Association of Ghana. Extensive, educative, and interesting conversation with the Referees Association of Ghana's chairman. I'm sure my friend Alex Cote is listening. Alex, in some papa na kan de one be ya no dia enye kura o. Yabeko break. We are back on Max TV live between 10 and midday. We discuss the UEFA Champions League, the games coming up, last night's games, and then we'll move on to FA Cup games at Ebaso minus Kotoko. That interview with the GFA's General Secretary, and then Bernard Mona talks volleyball and more on the Sports Park. We'll be right back. Don't touch your dial. We will be back. When we are back, we'll be on your TV screens. 89.7. Yemo Bibia Kwaba. We are done with the first half of the show. Yani Referees Association of Ghana manager, chairman George Sager, Etchin Komo kan sembebre afa referees any kwa ebetimi ama womu sujumedie no aye insunson papa ewo Ghana football no so. Afa so yebebora Ghana Football Association say General Secretary ni atwetwe nkomo afa ensema efe ne dia tudwa ene hihye o media to akwamu sebeya yebenya enhanced security arrangements or a various stadia na atimi ama basabasa yesoso eden eto etwa Bernard Mona eden sembia tudwa after the new sports minister of Ghana ene kwan ogidie se ne dwumadie no oya ebeboa oni yeso atwetwe nkomo afa volleyball ho a eno so yede ho nsem ebeba M10 FA Cup matches e baso azanti kotokode die omudi enim ya tu asheda ehun sem so etesen yede ebeba predictors so aye kradwa wo ba betena se ede ne predictions na aba na predictor wi a na afi yede discussion on the UEFA Champions League matches the Barcelona and then so bro live on Max TV and I say come Max buy your leader in home appliances, smartphones, accessories and everyday goods. Open mobile phone at all for any chair Max buy. Your phones are would be to say Infinix, Itel and a Techno Mobile. And I know cry so be kaya tama ye a love promo na ye di bro Valentine a brain na ye di iPhone 16 Pro and 16 and an ASR promotion enti Max by the phones are who now ubenya bin na metime so account for television sets, blenders and air fryers, microwaves and air conditioners, freezers Nina bi ewo Max buy ebo ne da form durable enti for any chair Max buy so ye Ghana for nyinara na kope enyomo ya mabruburu so ache we bi udu ani che Junction Mall Teshinungwa Max buy was shop ho udu ani che Kwame Nkrumah Circle ye 3 exclusive shops unyini eho efe papa na enyoma no so de ebu ho usand wani eche Kaneshi Mpomprom traffic light Max buy ewo ho EU Chinatown Kaswa Kaneshi Kwantimpono so Max by Oho Ghana die Kumase Takrade Tamale Ehifa and who Max by at Max by we say happy life Taichi and Edi Jumidi Ebro Sanso and a Kibo Foods Oma Dama and Edi Kivo 4-in-1 Gary soaking mix na ediabojum nyonya ninsu nya fe na akwakoto gari esichire nkatia milk ubebre we 1 pack nyonya ninsu unya 3 ukruwa bi ubo kama bi a una okro no ye recommend am school for both day and boarding students and Korean penny for and Korean emrewa Kivo 4-in-1 Gary soaking mix ama Gary soakings aye easy e say there abusuafo ebraso se predictor eso ediyeko na oboy kakra eno ade predictor ma ensemsie earthquake cheze azazi tutu inwa ene de bia na predictor ama manfo atide
the max predictor the max predictor the max predictor.
Good morning predictor
Nana
sir
was it accident this year na
tell gidi
enra AC Milan disappointed.
obiti ana or the sabotage ni so say hey Italian teams on can you or the sabotage ni so say hey Italian teams
nobody told me to
me say or the sabotage ni so say Italian teams me say adenesi predict na den o
some say no baby some say jollof ya kanu Portuguese mu say na no tie say
jollof there Mr.
There be only pan be can say.
Mbezem jense jollof Ghana for na de jollof buy jollof.
There be nippon
can't be any one ka jollof.
Ebi say ebi baby Sam.
Master Ebi
because you can a rouge cum pêche, rice and fish. No be say jollof so you can say.
Jollof Ghana for pen enim jollof.
And the jollof the Ghana pen. I could get say
Israel say omunim the friend jollof.
Jollof because utu kwa un tiso be ka jollof asem.
There be say emoni stew ayaka Fred yesi jaso there. Broni Anthony Dion.
And then I will be say into a more senior friend say
rice under.
Oh, Debbie. But your mom wouldn't even say brofudin and I won't say anymore.
Oh, rice under. Anya rise under.
Debbie. Obrofudi.
Okay.
Nti mo munim pa mo se mo te brofo na omuti e show no. Omo for friend saying emo ase brofudi. Ana na na edu nim brofudi.
Rice water so treating the same.
Rice water 3D. Rice water ni 3D. And then I'm someone for Butia, the best media board. When you say rice water, the 3D are the rice water. Nana, I'm quite. You go. In the home games, no disappoint you, but in your own strategy, be a or say the choking amount for Nisika.
Right.
Borussia Dortmund is sporting over 1.5. Over 1.5. PSG, any Brest. Another difficult game. But PSG straight win home. Straight win home. PSV any Juventus. PSV any Juventus. Another difficult game. Go over 1.5. Over 1.5. Real Madrid on in Man City. Another difficult game. Go over 1.5. Sanso and Aston Villa. And Liverpool. Double chance. Emma Liverpool. Our England. Premier League match Bakwa. Ebekoso. Aston Villa, Liverpool, double chance for Liverpool. Real Madrid, Man City, over 1.5. PSV, Juventus, over 1.5. PSG, any Brest, straight win, Emma PSG. Borussia Dortmund, on a Sporting, over 1.5. Nana.
Fiekumbio.
Nana. Borussia Dortmund Sporting, over 1.5. PSG, on a Brest, straight win, Emma PSG. PSV on the Juventus over 1.5. Real Madrid on the Man City over 1.5. And England match Bako Air Coso Air Premier League. Aston Villa and Liverpool call Liverpool double chance.
Thank you very much, predictor. 12 past 10. Nyamia Duma chna predictor Ebesam ba. Now ba me sure say chna Nyamia Duma yebetia sem de from the predictor.
The Max Predictor. The Max Predictor. The Max Predictor. The Max Predictor.
Okay, so you can join us. Our WhatsApp line is very much active. 050-6367-196. A few messages here before I go to my panelists for their submissions with the UEFA Champions League games. We see a friend Timotino or La. Or see hooliganism at our stadiums are not caused by the referees, but it's the football people managing our teams. If they don't give money to the referees who is coming to handle the match, how are they going to have double minds handling of the match? Big ups to my colleagues at Papaye Osu Branch, Majid, Miss Coco, Maud, Jefta Ablo, and Esther. Hashtag justice for Pooley. Yahweh bless you, Nana. Timotino, one day we'll go come visit you for there. Nana do there. Oh, the obeba. Also, more Papa Usu. Zuko was Timothy no never na no. This is I say the council is called Sokarat. Greetings to you and your crew. Aviero e Kataman Suchare. Kache Tony Bebe say on check. Obi say Emwase. Ni bro fudin e Sokarat. Into on check and Sokarat. Emwase. Hey, yet asemu nkran. Good morning, Nana Darkwa. How are you guys doing? I hope all is well. I wish Madrid all the best tonight. My name is Ni Adi from Tema Kokompe, Betonsa Ghana Limited. Thank you. And this one says, good morning, Nana and your able panelists. I hope all is well. Yes, I'm fine, bro. I'm Akoto, texting from Spintex, Yvonne Exclusive Designs Building, adjacent the American Washing Bay. Nana, I thought they halted the league. So why the FA Cup? The clubs are not serious, kra. Nana, they'll be surprised. Today, Man City will progress. Have a nice day. Agodo, have a nice day too. Obiso say, Nana, rice water in tree is emukoko. Oh, Charlie, Andes, Jaiza, Jaiza. What is it? Good morning, Nana. What a wow, Nana. Yesterday, the predictions were disastrous, which resulted in massive casualties, and some are still in intensive care units yet to recover. The predictor must donate some strong dosage of oats to redeem the situation today. Thanks. This is Joe of Anko Barrier. And this one says, hat-trick for Kylian Mbappe today. Real Madrid to the world. Thank you, Aziz, for your message. It's 10:15. Champions League matches are Basso and say and fixtures no Etienne. Borussia Dortmund ebetine fie atwɛn Sporting CP ɛwɔ the Signal Iduna Park ɛwɔ Germany. Afei so PSV Eindhoven ɛne Juventus ɛbɛbɔ ɛwɔ ɛyɛ Philips Stadion. Na afei Paris Saint-Germain wɔn mu ɛne Brest abɔ Brest. Sɛ Brest onim nufu onim ayi ni twidi. Just Nane dupa. Unye serious. Okay. Real Madrid any City, PSG any Brest, PSV any Juventus, then Dortmund any Sporting CP. There's a Premier League game between Liverpool and Villa as well. Nanedu.
Nana Darkwa-Gyasi.
Yes, sir.
NDJ.
Nanedu. Mami announce me WhatsApp line 050-6367-196.
Fantastic. We are very fine. Is that present the year into guy name? I'm telling you, I don't know.
I need to emphasize more.
Let me imagine.
Immediately.
NDJ. No. Zapanat Pania. We are very fine. I don't say, Osha Champions League now. Teams now, get advantage in the first leg. You know, not me progress here after the second leg. I deba quite catch on say, yana difficult to say. Obikita advantage now over tennis advantage. You know. Atlanta equa away, they lost their game. The return leg when to man qualify. AC Milan equa away to Feyenoord. They lost that game. Return leg when to me and qualify. Benfica equa away. They won the game in a way. Return leg were qualify. So it tells you say teams now a advantage in the away games in last week, you know. The home game never had mere formality. Baby ananka ya man for 1-1 the course wa the Alliance Arena. Celtic LED onto 90+4. Now Bayern Munich better can my body into me and travel anko beyond 90 minutes. And I think say my men congratulated the 4 teams already no. I'm qualify 8 teams no. So you see me no kasi 12. I got 4 from today. Now the round of 16, you know, I set. But I think the team I was disappointed me see a pan among the 4. Number 1, Atlanta. Number 2, Milan. Number 3, Monaco. And the last one, Celtic. Celtic didn't get any news because they met one of the best side when it comes to European football. That is Bayern Munich. And when we say Bayern Munich, a very good run of form in recent times, especially even in the Champions League. Records be almost setting in the Champions League this particular season. It be a hard break here, especially almost more than 3 years. No be able to mention in the group stage of the Champions League. This year will be break here. Others here, you still remove to the knockout phase. If you are against Celtic, they've qualified, but a community. And of course, Tima or disappointing me pa Atlanta. We will be our monitor Atlanta in the last 3 weeks. Because form not started back from Kakra. Almost also lose some key players in their team. They have one here guy in the central defense, black guy. In recent times, injuries my name misses some of their games. Marginium says one of the reasons why I affect some games. I find Demola Lukman every injury aba. Into taking the time to back up form now no but the European countries in the last season now. This year, the starting league in the very well. I got to a time they are on top of the Italian Serie A. Into Atlanta form no naturally above from Kaka. Wow, we know opportunity to show we game against Cagliari weekend. Nobody has here. So Atlanta elbow for 90 minutes without a goal. It should tell you say standard be falling within the setup. And I think say me anyame one Atlanta free move. AC Milan, I thought the history of the tournament will favor them, but it didn't work that way. I know Feyenoord for home. Omo storm on Kaka. AC Milan your ball first round the way no. Omo call friend or team no ko peke arguably their best player and their top scorer. Santiago Jimenez. And neba AC Milan team mo. Or by no on not share the first goal, but still. Friend of one say they still have a strong team. Yanko, one of the best central defenders in the Dutch league. And he was the man of match of the day. And I think say AC team no disappoint say Mekaka. Looking at the signings of my year and how I hope to be improve team no in the second round of European competition of course see we are no. Imagine say be the team will settle here e be move to the next season. Into AC Milan is one of the teams I make us almost at disappoint say me pa in the result of Munyaye. Monaco make us not two teams in here. It was a 50-50 affair. Monaco started here in the group stage. Obeka their first game. No much about so na show no. Into time and nobody says I go nobody we a game now. Even in the game, Darkwa-Gyasi in a red card in that particular game. So you can see the Monaco started well, but later parts in the game no. Now almost struggle here. I'm in Tamanfa Momo in the group stage of the champions. So me for say advantage to come one. Almost advantage after the first leg. You witness here in the Champions League. Nana, in there, Real Madrid airball against Man City. I don't think say something new ABC. Oh, but about because of the team they are involved. No, Real Madrid. A good time when we hear an important result in the Champions League. The history of the tournament is speaking for them. So it means a crucial moment. Almost something extraordinary, but they get a result. May one person have been opportunity extra game no from minute 1 to the last minute. In their game, of course, it's hard. In that day, number due to some Madrid should pick the win because in the first 20 minutes, opportunity and Bar City for Aquemo almost went to take advantage. So at that name, Madrid was able to pick the win. It got to Eternal City were leading by 2-1. Until the last final minutes, now Madrid able to pick it, the 2 goals now, and more advantage in the first leg. We were moving to the Champions League. 37 out of 39 games are Madrid extra advantage. I'm qualified. 37 out of 39. So Madrid get advantage now. And it's difficult to stop them. So I don't know how City will do it. But if we get to say boss so there sometimes psychological games until you understand it. Oh, I didn't be say many advantage in a header. It to me affect you play. Good news I made TFC Madrid and Mr. Benya Madrid for squad now. David Alaba and Antonio Rudiger is back in the team. That is a positive news for Real Madrid. Because they went into the first leg. They were missing the service of almost central defenders. No? So coach Nico rely on Raul Asensio and Aurelien Tchouameni. But how of the game, no? The good news they say David Alaba close to a year. On your consistent in Madrid team. I return here or come back day squad no. And of course Antonio Rudiger on the prior about 3 weeks ago. On also returning to full fitness, he is part of the Madrid squad. So, and my coach no opportunity say at least out of these 2 central defenders, the back bet him. So when you look at the squad of Madrid for the ball against Man City, Alaba, Lucas Vazquez is also back into the team. Valerio, Frank Garcia, Antonio Rudiger, Ferland Mendy, Raul Asensio. So personally, I think say this time round, on pussy Lucas Vazquez and got the right back position. Not Freddy Valverde, and made the midfield. Instead of the return leg, the first leg number boy, Freddy Valverde was a right back. Now Raul Asensio and partner Antonio Rudiger. So that either Ferland Mendy or Frank Garcia will take the left back position for Real Madrid Football Club. So that be the traditional midfield 3 of Jude Bellingham, Freddy Valverde, and Dani Ceballos will work for Real Madrid. So that is one thing I'm expecting from that game. Able to be the more in the game. One of the players to watch in today's game, Omar Mamouche. Nana, only a very good game during the weekend for Man City. And like I said, some of the games are only a new player in a different environment. And man will settle down. So our performance, Libby. Now Omar Mamouche and the Man City during the weekend against Newcastle. So imagine him say he's one of the good news I made say Jack Grealish is back into the team. Oh, be available for Man City in that particular game. So sure players are nan say mu no omonye consistent in the Man City team no e be started returning. But I will not be surprised when you change beer from the team no the boy during the weekend. Any game no I'm born in the against Real Madrid. So that is one thing I may pick. A game will produce goals. Nana, I see a 4-time draw for 2-2 in that particular game. Game way. Per the many who know, Bibian to me as a son. I see a 4-time draw of 2-2. Madrid 2, Man City 2. And Madrid will take the best advantage, no, and they are qualified. Because I see at this particular moment of the Champions League, City could surprise Madrid or the Santiago Bernabeu and to Madrid Football Club. When it matters most, no, the history of this particular tournament, no, counts in their favor. But you see how they managed to qualify. Remember, Kylian Mbappe first goal was saying, no, a born a sin, no, against Man City. You can see the team as a football club, no, they didn't do anything extraordinary prior to that particular goal they buy. So my phone say what it matters most, and somebody is really in need of a point to book a place in the next round of the competition at Real Madrid Football Club. They have what it takes to do that then. So imagine him say, I see a 4-time draw of a 2-2 involving Man City and Real Madrid, but Madrid will have the advantage of course qualify to the next round of the competition. For Brest, PSG, me share that job because before say 3-0 in the first leg, but Nana, people need to be careful. Once a City have advantage, no. Why did you say Ekoye me for quality or picking stretch now a bit my hard because they know said they've qualified already. Remember Luis Enrique Crana looking at the matches now no, I'll even rotate the squad. And now psychologically players know what I say you get a training advantage. So when you careful, maybe you first 45 minutes, not Brest LED by one go to now. Because I dream say, look at that trainer there. Found who the ace and baby. So a game yes, PSG and Picky winner, Nana, me I'll not be surprised. Into that game no, a game beer and forward in the H baby. The other game I'm before say, that dear Pebitre, a PSV and Juventus. Nana, say PSV for the overturned the scoreline there. Don't be surprised. PSG for no, so more overturned the scoreline today because fine, during the weekend I saw Juventus' best game of the season. When I'm saying Inter Milan by 1 goal to 0. In fact, and Thiago Motta the best game I ever saw. Game of Inter Milan the boy no. Because us Linia were favoring you can say Inter Milan. By Juve 85 or sir. Omunya that 1-0 winner. As a beer table ni mu. Oh see ya. So before say PSG for an home, they have a way of scoring. So I get the PSG will score 2 goals. So if you want to score her, no man to man say goal. It will PSG for home. PSG will qualify. So you need to be careful. And that is one thing I'm going to go to that game. So again, I see PSG winning over Juventus. My main for Liverpool game no. Aston Villa host Liverpool in the Premier League or the Villa Park. Aston Villa form not drop kakra. In the almost the 9th on the Premier League log. Now Liverpool that first. Still their aim is to make it to the Champions League place or Premier League anymore. Looking at the squad among Assemble this particular season, performance of players led than Eddie. Anyhow, we improve here in the winter transfer window. No? So still Aston Villa's aim and Medin Kanka. I remember saying it on Monday, saying Liverpool so much me passing these 2 tests now. Our chance of winning the league, you know, I about 80%. Because we had 13 games now in the Premier League. This particular 2 games are more. And then against Aston Villa, I was the Villa Park. We must travel up with Etihad. About against Man City. So this particular test, let's say Liverpool to pick at least 4 points out of these 6 available points now. Liverpool chance of winning the league 80%. So Liverpool as a football club knows going to this particular game that Sadia should be something that should work for them.
All right.
Virgil van Dijk, 4 yellow card of the season only Konate nyina. So any of them will pick yellow card could miss the game against Man City. So obviously when they are playing together, only are cautious not to receive a yellow card. So my first say if Aston Villa for no person will take advantage and one area be so we push one man forward. Just to make sure that either Van Dijk or Konate get a yellow card. Well, also we game there with Wolves weekend. No? Konate nya yellow card nana and slot who say player they let to be shaky.
Right.
So about second half on day. Jawa Kwanza, everybody in the second half to support the Liverpool defense. Until I had about most of these players, Kwadi Gakpo is out still. On the weekend game when to me and Bobby, not Diogo Jota Besemu, and I say he's still out. But I think say it's a strong game, man. Remember Liverpool advantage. Right. Maybe a 2-1 win out of the Via Park will not be a bad result for Liverpool. Nana.
Sergio, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Darkwa.
Yeah.
Apongwe.
Nyame adum boko.
Save Yaboko. All right. And I mean him say give number banner dia na sisi ni ekoi dia omama panditry djuma na kaya ding say wa share pass give me be koso na wa this na kan intellectual analysis na be we analysis na give the best start ntia ya predictable na we dwan no we ka formula di dwan no because na give no full logic
no formula bia
na drag ya ba mnik ekaka kanga na ebueke
okasa wie na na duma obi nso nkasa bi why okasa wankasa o
ekaka kanga na ebueke and Nana,
yeah,
and the Pamin charity for the Ashraf on Max TV. And I've not really heard so much about Gasperini, but Papa no I'm Kakra, honestly. And I think say he was one of the most revered Italian coaches I wore in the last 5 years or so. Looking at the achievement with the Atlanta Football Club, no, and I had here. But I think the quote he made about Ademola Lookman.
Wanyadie crowd.
Wanyadie.
Frustration of the Casa.
Yeah. Uti say he felt pain.
Was a penalty like
he knew say right after say Bako after second half the chassis, then the penalty came. Now he was thinking say almost shares a penalty now and can trust me even before the 80th minute they'll be leading. Introduce them almost a penalty in the year no. And it can't be a demon because and also my Club Brugge some confidence be because yeah Bobo ni elidi na first leg ni abadi abesha train what bako ni your goalkeeper it be a save penalty ah now you can only imagine what that does to the confidence of the team. But for you to go out or come out and say Ademola Lookman is one of the worst penalty takers and yeah the penalty now who coach you get it. There's been instances nana say penalty win your team they go in for the best kicker regardless of who he is in the team.
That's true.
Oh, there was a season where Chelsea needed to win the league heading into the last game of the season. Now penalty better or not, Nana, I think Drogba was garnered for the Premier League top scorer award. Now see, I'm fine, man. So Lampard, energy boy, when they had scored, I think in that game they scored about 8 or so. Lampard, who said, the subsequent one, so if you know very well, say Ademola Lookman is not more penalty kicker in the team, then why do you then risk and give the penalty to him? Then after he misses, you come out to say even in training or say ball and now or miss a penalty. Honestly, with Gasperini, I don't know. And you see, it tells itself sometimes when teams are winning. Nana, in the good times, you hardly see a person's behavior until said there's pressure. And yesterday, Nana, you could see it was quite evident. Say, Atlanta didn't expect say Club Brugge be surprised you Musa or Giwi Stadium hall. Because even when the game started, first goal by I was like, hey, nah, this is the same team who said that these are the defending champions of the Europa League. Now all of a sudden, Team BFE Belgium. You know, if you it wasn't really making sense. But after the second goal and the third goal, you could feel say the game plan for Club Brugge really worked to perfection. And the way they were able to narrow spaces and just clamp that swift attack from Atlanta, and the way they were able to break very fast, na one kakra. Honestly, it was shocking. But for coach, that's Gasperini. Nana, I think that he needs to meet with Ademola Lookman behind closed doors and apologize. Also on guy natural. This was the same guy Oshe Hatchek Momo last season. So in the Europa League final. Yeah, so this guy was your hero some time back. You don't criticize him openly like that. So what you see, the criticism, the level of at which or the year, I feel say that I was very unprofessional just because he's missed a penalty. He was the same guy who came on and scored minutes, inside the second half. Debut. To whom much is given, much is expected. So what you say. So if Ademola Lookman had missed the penalty, I don't think say at least don't you come and even defend him. Well, say even behind the cameras you criticize him. It will make sense, but not when you come out and say boldly and openly say even training car or say penalties. Now the boy man or come on who coach then I'll foul. So I said, oh, Ademola don't play. Let maybe the Pafufo say anything, and but it will make sense. But you wouldn't miss the letter you come on and come and say, and you see the guy's frustration. Now the guy was very frustrated. Yeah. What you said, of course, and it wasn't his wish. Say, Obe say penalty Atlanta if him. Nana, the Firmino to Arsenal story is quite intriguing, and say Paddy, Arteta really shot himself in the foot because from day one, if you really followed Arsenal keenly and how intense the title race would be in the Premier League, now you'd understand. Say if there's one department Arsenal had to augment, it was the attacking department. It was a place. It was one of the areas, and they needed reinforcement. And we all came to say they needed a natural number 9. What's now season January a buy and one sign striker. Then all of a sudden who to any SC player or born a ball was Saudi. So now I have no objections about the quality of Bobby Firmino and what he would bring to the Arsenal attack. Honestly, he would be a better number 9 for them than even Kai Havertz. Because this guy's link-up play Nana is one of the best I've seen from any striker. Yeah, cup striker be a ultimate man the wingers and not players or ball wide. Nana, a feeling and also bring out the best out of these people. Nana, then a team. And Nana always say Roberto Firmino was one of the best players. Nana, Omar, Mo Salah, and Sadio Mane. A flourishing, and the guy never cared about himself because of his positioning. And
he's a selfless guy.
Very extremely selfless.
You know why I've come to love him more? He's a preacher of the gospel.
Debi pardon or no, it be a preachy peace. There's no who say preachy violence that. This guy is always a peaceful guy. Honestly,
there was this seeming rift between Salah and Mane.
Yeah,
he was the mediator.
Exactly. And he said that story after he moved to Saudi.
Yeah, of course, Saudi
because these guys were both practicing almost Muslims. And you see, the only guy in between them is Roberto Firmino. And look up how, even off the pitch, how influential he was in the Liverpool dressing room. And how they cherished him even before he left. I think that it would be good for Arsenal to go in for this guy. But I do not know the circumstances surrounding the contract with the team no born. That's Al Ahly. I do not know because since Omode, what's his name, Ivan Toney, Nana, reducing the game time. Usually, on Otibo Ivan Toney, but the game time reduce it drastically. But it would be a good move. At least, perhaps maybe he'll be forced to terminate his contract because the window has closed. He
wasn't registered for the Saudi League.
Exactly. So you can only sign
for the AFC.
Yes. So you can only sign a free agent.
That's true.
That's the point. Into Sanshombe Penese on terminated. But I also don't know how you feel like. Say, Tima Obon and say, and Obe, what if for CN Chesium near here Major League?
Oban Obe Chelsea Liverpool.
They say the Oba Arsenal.
Never was going to mean title.
No, it's not.
The question is, what happens after the season?
And even imagine so signing for Arsenal. Now Arsenal to be try Liverpool. Table no so. Ma Arsenal edging league. How do you think Roberto Firmino will feel? And how do you think Liverpool fans would even take that? Say after they signed Firmino, Nana, they were able to, they were given a boost, and they managed to push for the league title, and maybe they eventually won it. So you get it. I think that the status as a Liverpool legend, or even playing a huge part in Liverpool's success in recent times at that club, no, might be the only factor that deters his move to Arsenal. Right. But if not for that, and for footballing and for playing time reasons, now then he should move. Now quickly on the Real City game.
Okay, so before I go, man of God, a very powerful man of God. So for KCT program now, or so for a Blaze Ministry Chapel, or Simon.
Wow.
So for Toy or Dakuman Junction. Now one man's so vocal.
So for say.
Good morning. I'm watching your show. I'm still not convinced for Madrid's win tonight against Man City because the history between the two teams keep breaking. Madrid have first time won at Etihad. Erling Haaland scoring in a big match by even scoring 2. Don't be surprised if City win tonight. We Prophet Thomas Ofosu.
He knows his game.
On your predictor, prophet.
Wait, how? What of it? He said, so catch us a game near 9-0 crowd with GD.
The chance of Thomas Ofosu Bishop, prophet, our Blaze Ministry as chairman.
That's exciting. So for your child. Now to the Real City game. I think that we should expect another close contest and a very, very, very intense 90 minutes between these two sides, because we've really, this fixture has become very common in the UEFA Champions League in the last 7-8 seasons. We've seen this fixture so many times. Unfortunately, we've never seen these two sides in the grand finale. But from the knockout stages, no, you two teams we nana ako head to head to date. But nana, first of all, I still do not subscribe to that popular way say City could end up shocking Real Madrid. I'm not really by
that theory.
Derby say City beat Derby. Now the City team we are seeing is the worst City side we've seen. They be a catcher. And don't look at that game between City and Newcastle and think that City has arrived. They are nowhere near the City we used to see. I'm not saying that they can't go there and pull a surprise. That's why it will be a surprise. Because if City were favourites, then it wouldn't be a surprise. That's why going to the Santiago Bernabeu will make it a surprise. But there are 3 ways they can win this game. 3 easy ways. And if they will listen and apply, then they should be on the winning side at the end of 90 minutes. Now, you know Real Madrid will be boosted by the return of Rudiger.
Sure.
Vasquez is doubtful, but he could still make the team. But Michel Valverde, the work rate and the output, playing at the right back position in that game, now I'm sure say they might not want to risk Vasquez, because even the La Liga race, no, it's becoming more intense. So you would have to play safe and try and play a player who is 100% fit, than going for a player who is half fit. Looking at the threat City can possess. So with me, I thought Valverde could still retain the position at the right back. But the boost will be Rudiger. Because Tchouaméni is not your natural centre back. And whenever he plays, he's caught out of position each and every time. So it will be better to go with Raul Asensio, who was so impressive against Haaland in the first leg, and then also Rudiger. Then you maintain Ferland Mendy. Then I told you, Ushe game tactically in the first leg now. The whole game changed after the 70th minute for Real Madrid. Yeah. After Jude Bellingham was asked to drop deeper and do the playmaking for them. And in this game, in recent times, Madrid Champions League or Madrid would win. You see, the person who was actually orchestrated when things get even more challenging for them has been Toni Kroos. It will show a game now. You don't have to focus on Ronaldo. You don't focus on anyone. You focus on Toni Kroos. If Omar Mamouche can replicate that magic, a couple of days, maybe he might not score a hat-trick. But if he will be able to play at that high level, if he will be able to put up his best in the UEFA Champions League today, because the catcher said after that performance against Newcastle, there's no way he's going to be benched. He's definitely going to start. And if you are Pep, you are thinking of how to throw everything at Real Madrid without relenting, because you understand that you're already down. This is a team that hasn't got that mental fortitude like they used to. This is a team that after conceding first in every game, it becomes a problem for them. So a man who is down fears no fall. Why don't I throw everything at them? at the end of the day, if we play 5-5, if I win 5-3, if I win 5-2, 4-2, then I'll sail through. Today, if City stands a chance of winning, then they should hope for an Omar Mamouche magic, just like we saw against Newcastle. That is if they have any chance of what? Of winning. And I do not know if Pep would love to play from the left-hand side. Because in recent times, who said, City midfield are weak. They do not have the legs to run. Especially if you go with the likes of Gundogan, Kovacic, they have tired legs. They have old legs. Very weak legs. But I'm sure Real Madrid would also alter things in midfield. Ceballos might not start. Maybe Tchouaméni will step in. Because he provides more cover. But now one thing City will do is to play through Omar Mamouche and not Erling Haaland. Secondly, Nana,
you envisage Mamouche to score?
It's an open game. City Real Madrid, no, Nana, they be an open game. Both sides love to entertain, depending on the kind of system they all deploy. City would want to go with the high line. Nana, they should pray, say Befa, and Kylian Mbappe wouldn't break it. Only say Madrid has really struggled against Barcelona in recent times. Why? Because on the high line, Barcelona high line no bono. Nana, each and every time, no, Madrid are not fortunate. It's your City say, oh yeah, in the first leg. Oh sure, they play with the high line. Madrid were able to break away a couple of times, but unfortunately they couldn't score. They should hope, say, the high line they will deploy to which I'm telling you, say, it will happen. They will go with the high line. They will push very, very high. They should hope, say, Kylian Mbappe and Vini Jr.
They don't punish them.
Nana, and Famomo. And you catch them a combined 15 times in an offside position. But if you are not able to play the high line, Nana, to the disadvantage of these two players, then I think, Nana, they are setting themselves up to fail against Real Madrid. Because in the first leg, we saw how Ancelotti didn't care. He only went with Vini, and then Kylian up front. Despite the fact that City kept on breaking that press because they were not fast enough and they got outnumbered by that 4 City defenders and midfielders, including the goalkeeper. If you want to go with the high line, they should hope, say, Barcelona at the NB. Out of 10 times, don't bet you on 9. But at Tefa Sobako, then that could be a problem. Another thing is they should put a man on Jude. Because there's a guy who does it. But he impacts games. But he wouldn't be who flex net touches there. I said he's one of the most efficient midfielders we've seen in recent times. He wouldn't do a lot, but this guy has a tendency to impact games with very, very, very minimum, you can say, touch. Mano, you give him free space and you punish yourself. And I think, say, maybe down the stretch, Ancelotti could also alter his system, allow Jude more time on the ball because he knows how to keep it simple. He's more of a playmaker if he wants to be. But if City wants to win it, Nana, these are the 3 advices I have for them. If they stick to it, they play through Mamouche because now Nana's a confidence but you would want to continue with it. Haaland would only have to operate in the box. Don't let him work too much. Just keep Mamouche in the game. And Nana, at the end of the day, I believe says Manchester City could win. But I still stand by my prediction. Real Madrid are winning.
Thank you very much, Sergio, for your analysis. What's Josiah and Nane Duncan on the Champions League games, sir? Ebaso, I have Max TV, Max 89.7 on your radio, Max 89.7 on Facebook, and in Tishano Suman. We have a few messages and then we'll go through them. Go for another break. When we come back, the show will continue. Now, we say good morning, Nana, and your fantastic crew. Milan didn't show the big boy mentality of the UEFA Champions League. I feel City might edge it this evening. My Liverpool to win and stretch the lead, though a tough one. I hope the Reds big boys will turn up. I think it's not prudent for matches to be played without putting any measures to curtail hooliganism. Great day, guys. Kudos, Max Sports. And this is Benghazi, our brother from Ablikuma Oduman. Message where it said, good morning, Nana and the entire crew. Hope all is well. Wishing my team Madrid all the best against City today. In fact, Nana, trust me, Vinny Jr. to do wonders today. Greetings to my wife, Mrs. Rosina Adu, and son, Nadas Opon Adu. Also, big ups to all workers of EcoPlus. This is genuine from Darkwa-Gyasi Junction. And this one reads, Good morning, Nanedu. Greetings to all your panelists. Madrid all the way this evening. Hala Madrid to the whole we are say. Anders, thank you. And this one says, greetings to you all. We shouldn't attribute all the matter to the GFA about hooliganism in Ghana football. We should take 90% blame to football supporters in this country. In Europe, referees do worse things than what our referees are doing here. Upon all that, the supporters don't beat referees and stab their fellow supporters. This is Santana from Choco. This one says, good morning, NDG, and hope you guys are doing good. Today, Man City will surprise everybody and tell Nanedu and Joe that if Man City win, I'll send them 100 Ghana cedis airtime and bundle. Mark it somewhere. Man City forever. This is your boy, Usam from Dakuman, aka Dakuman Messi. Where to say, Gasperini got his first 11 wrong and wants to blame Lukman. Even his subs were questionable. Why do you sub Retegi, the top scorer, when you need goals? This is Godwin from Tema. Great observation, Godwin. You know your football. I say, are people sure the killer of Pooley is still in Ghana? For City, they'll destroy Madrid today. I'm Kwame from Osai Krodia, aka Only Sinners Can Make It. Urim Bibi, Matiti Nyomo be said, suspect near friend of Brian. We're trying in person. So it's difficult to identify him. Then I grab a Kwame to a Mr. say, yes, we do drop or Kotra Kwabijan. And I'm making, hey, Charlie. Nobody said it to me who's idea no, but police for you. I am in more moons over trumpets and but you said the two things.
Now we're pointing.
Once you know,
what I'll got you.
I do not have many terms.
I say, how much and that was Sebo 10,000. And that I agama 100,000.
Same 10,000.
Good.
Check here.
10.
Now the templates you try because on 100,000 come out.
Say they the magnitude of the case no more we.
Me say we a club on and on job players. Won't mean cause all the 100,000 kochi.
Man playing.
Me say 100 Charlie.
Now 100 ka dey me see ko we na me I would not be surprised why would ya Benjamin appear that kwaso dey dey ba.
Ah the man.
But this one we monitoring until me Benjamin appear that kwa.
And on fe mo mum no kan just kope no. Kope no bra. Let's move on to other messages here in Zakan. Also, good morning, Nana Darkwa. This is your boy Noah from Dansuman. I saw it down. Doing the listening here. Today, we shocked the world at the Bernabeu. Big ups to JOQ. And this one says, Kwagu Apre, Kwagu, ayo de say similar film. Oh, look at you. Kwagu Apre says, good morning. Okay, his name is Solomon Kwagu Apre. Good morning, Nana. Hope you are doing well. Congratulations to Feyenoord for boldly and beautifully eliminating a noisy AC Milan side. How can AC Milan start a game without an Italian in their starting 11? Atalanta is just a disgrace to Italian football. Juve will fall today. Forza Inter. Oh, Kwaku. Echanyonku de Chedium. Inter any minute no. Obian lose. Oh, Kwaku.
Someone more trouble.
And I just say, like, or no, opposite. The Inter or more Champions League and more Champions League.
So train round of 16.
Or train round of 16. And so on best Obia Italian team they are Ebekoka Inter.
Yeah.
Good morning, Nana Darkwa. Nana say Uma meko. Now we try.
And also my will now so that.
Debbie. Okay, Debbie. Or say good morning, Nana Darkwa. Say Uma ekom de oyira. That's what the GFA is doing to the referees. Please, let my fellow guys do this. Aston Villa versus Liverpool, both teams to score. Yes. PSG to win first half. Dortmund versus Sporting, both teams to score. Yes. Man City over 1.5. PSG to win first half corners. This is Nana Mwako. Nana Shishu. Good morning, NDG. Once again, my darling team Real Madrid will be in action tonight, and I'm happy some of our injured defenders are back. Don Carlos should pair Rudiger and Asensio and play Tchouameni in his natural position. Mbappe will lead the attack and will definitely be on the score sheet. We will eliminate Man City and face Atletico Madrid in the round of 16. Still, Hala Madrid. This is your regular listener, Prince Peter of GH, aka 40, and also the girls' banana chips, or better still, Jesus Abrante. You are loud and clear inside Ashaiman, official town, Kofi Nimo Park. We used to say good morning, Max Sports. I'm Rich Farmer doing the listening inside Tayman. More fire, Mr. Josiah. We used to say good morning, NDG. Is it true? Okay, I'll say it is true. This is a statement from Akins. Okay. Nanedu. Unza Unchantro. And Chale, catch a pique. I'll be glad. Said, Yebena Bechem United for statements now. Okay. Now there are 2 TV so. Okay, so let me read it. Or say, Bechem United takes bold step against hooliganism and offers 100,000 reward for justice. Chale, the matter chop or two. So, Bechem United is deeply saddened and outraged by the tragic and senseless murder of Pooley. Violence has no place in football, and as a club, we are committed to ensuring that justice is served. Now, the identity of the perpetrator has been confirmed. It is imperative that all stakeholders come together to assist in his swift apprehension. The management of Bechem United, led by Dr. Kingsley Usu-Achao, has placed 100,000 Ghana cedis reward for anyone with credible information leading to the arrest of the suspects. Dr. Chow, who has been a dedicated presence, traveling with a team to almost all league centers, is now facing pressure from his family to stop these troubles due to the recent events. Inti Charlie. And Bechem United have installed CCTV cameras at their various stadia, at their stadium. Oh, Nana for Sujiabo. Yes, Agama. So, no, I was just joking. But do you know Agama? Or a real estate developer. Yeah. He's a rich man.
Yeah.
Kingsgate Real Estate. He's the owner. Okay. So I was just joking.
Now, when you say House of Folk,
yeah.
So it's good to show master this information we about CCTV yes. Because it's a big game.
So Agama is paying 100,000 cedis to anybody with credible information leading to the arrest of the murderer of Pooley. Agama.
Now you saw for no more chrome.
Oh, Nanedu. So for oh, baby, murderer no. Let's get serious. Okay. Let's get serious. Okay. And the Charlie, me now for Mamo Munim baby apadi 100,000. So Charlie Akins, thank you very much for the confirmation.
100,000.
100,000.
It is kind of 1 billion.
Aye. And that money, excuse my language. And she then just come Agama.
Nipana ye kana some dey nhu sa.
Debi. But I'm thinking that so only Bechem players no biaka no you know biaka dia a good move. Because charity begins at home.
That's Ghana football.
Nani players ne. But but Bechem there. No, but to have even transported supporters in a bus with their management to Kumasi.
Yeah, for the one celebration. Yeah.
They have what it takes. About 11. You be break. You bar. You the aka. About 12. The bomb is able to break. Obviously, good morning, Nana Darkwa. House of Work is winning this FA Cup. This is from Apia or Kaswa Galilea. Greetings to T-Bone, Koku, Abanga from Mahim, and Photo of Phobia, chapter 139. Okay, I want to say good morning to Mrs. Vera Darkwa-Gyasi Inkum, Galilea Market. Madam, good morning. Oh. I salute you. I need to do chow. I need to chow and you know say be jollof matter. Good morning. Nana, trust you're good. This is Mazi Okoro. Inside 37 DVLA police barracks. The predictor disappointed yesterday. Basa basa basa. Today, end of the road for Madrid. Rice water is omusio. Hey, Jolly. Good morning, Max. Bent rice. Rice water no. I'm wanting to say bent rice. Young Muller. Oh, Awoshi. Last stop. Mary Lucy Hospital. I want to know. Orizo say it's called scotched rice. Wilson Vision. Or say scotched rice. Charlie. Orizo say Kanzo is Iran Tadik. Or say Iran Muno. Iran Kasa Kanzo e Tadik. Spanish Sokarakat. Sokarat. James Amano. Hey. Hello, good morning, Nana. This is your regular listener. Them sleep Benjiro. Man City will lose today. Keep up the good work you guys are doing. Greetings to all Parliament and Eagle Boys members inside Tamanu Town. We also say your friend Richard or Asham and Lebanon or Chayena or say I'm doing giveaway of airtime to all Madrid fans. Hey, my guy, slow down. Or say scotch rice or crunchy or crust rice, but usually scotch rice. I'm watching you live on my TV. I love your show. We love you too, bro. Aquez, yes, we all love you. What's it? All right, you could break your bar. You didn't say marker ever 12. So this is the Sports Park, Max FM, powered by Max Buy. It's also supported by Star Times, Kivo Foods, the Kivo 4-in-1 Gary Sokins Mix Abba, and a Techno Mobile. Your base, yeah. This is the Boy Show. The Sports Park is live on your TV on Max TV, live on your radio on 89.7, and we are live around the world on www.maxfmlive.com. It's good to be back from the break. Now, you see a referee's manager, Obekasa, because in some judge said Obeka any day, so Obekasa there is a dent on the FU. I think it's a dent on the GFA. What do I say? Because he's made wild allegations. So we'll delve into that. Obviously, General Secretary saw my breakdown of the steps that the GFA intends to take, or the ones they've taken, with enhanced safety and security protocol arrangements. What I say? And the big question is, are our stadia safe enough? Have we put in the required measures for the MTN FA Cup games to go on this weekend? Why is Kotoko not part of the teams playing the FA Cup? And also nkomo ewo ho nti shenonso na famaye Bernard Mona. He's a renowned Ghanaian politician, but one thing people do not know about Bernard is that we're a big sportsman. And Bernard Akasa afa Kofi Adams jumedia umampeni ma diamano de onu gidi se Kofi ya ebebo ma Kofi adwuma no nso etimi etumpon enura Josiah ne Bernard enya enkitahudie bia esewani omo twetwe volleyball komo kakra omo wie na jo amani tc sports in general and how Kofi Adams can help Ghana back on the path to glory in terms of sports. Referee Alex Kote, he's a very gentle guy, or a referee's manager of Ghana Football Association. Na onwani nyonko George Seja abeki kansembia ehubenya se Alex esusubeyi nano Alex aminim no say Alex nti Alex debia say o ka ze montie ene huma no seresen George Seja say uka bibia Alex ntie. Hello referee's manager, good morning.
Good morning Minua.
Na boko there
Aduma dumia yele nyamiase.
And that could we invite me some office and I then.
Okay. I think they say after the work at me say that we schedules into no.
We invite me at the media be a majaba. All right. Yeah, that's it. Yo, Yamisha Sawoni Kasana Mbacho Mimuso. Anope yani George Seja, retired FIFA referee. Achichin komo na anyabia what in nsema okan eni bi
baby o na net there maintain net there na okan there maintain in office. Let me do a quick correction. I think say I've done this correction on some few platforms. The position and referees manager bio a head of referees.
And the difference there then, what's the difference?
Okay, so when they say somebody is a manager, it means that you are sitting in an office and you are managing things. You understand? But then if you are the head of referees and a head of a department, you are a conduit. You are acting as a liaison officer between some other structures. You are not limited. You understand what I'm saying? And now, in the current FIFA structure now of Mundiabano, all referees are under the referees committee of the member association. But as so from a referees manager, I need to say, I mean managing referees, but that is not the case.
All right, clarification well noted. Now,
thank you,
Mr. Kote. George Sejasi, Moma Pencil from 2019 to date, referees in Titiye. Consistent and constant training to upgrade, and yet consistent.
Oh, I don't know where he's coming from. Now, Okase, it is not consistent, and then I don't know exactly what he's trying to.
As they say, mobile, my referees association of Ghana free mu bibia muyem.
Okay, so George Seja is a referees instructor. He's a technical instructor. F, you know, na edeno koye course with FIFA. You know, he's an instructor, and if my memory would serve me right, all the national courses are Premier League courses, Division 1. Division 1 you chop into groups. You understand? You know, man, the FIFA and CAF but we need to train more women to become instructors. You know, do in my courses there. Man instructors because we have a lot of them that we have trained. And Judge Seja, being an instructor, a technical instructor, knows that when we go to courses, and I organize courses in Pramprama, he's always there. So into the so cancer is that we have not been consistent. And then I don't know where he's coming from. You understand? Now, you have a starting league now. We organize courses. And Judge Seja is always part of these instructors who are the facilitators of the courses. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But a lot of the time, I sit back and I play an administrative role. I will only come in once in a while when there are maybe some disagreements with regards to maybe a video be a year discussable say now refer personnel BCC, BCC instructor say, and so we come in to make sure say everybody understands what we are saying, and then we all go the same path. What you say. And so I'll only come in once in a while. You understand? Then also on practicals, you have a bunch of practicals in there. I want to be a little bit more involved because practicals, you know, are more important than the theory. What you say. So, and even with the practicals, all the instructors are playing roles, including Judge Seja. And you know, if he's saying we have not been consistent, then I don't know where we are coming from. Now, before the normalization, now rag these courses. How was it done? Courses
and Uber says no munyana.
But the courses, it was done at the original basis. You understand? Then when it comes to maybe a premier referee, blah blah blah, I don't know the FA, in a no courses, and we still use referees instructors to organize these courses. And so, where is the consistency or whatever he's claiming?
Lexi, Uncle Lexi, the season Esha seni a boy. But are there instances where the referees will do maybe like upgrading, top up, like or courses within the season? Nobody improve one.
Certainly, it is done. That is what we have been doing every year. Yes, and it is just an upgrade. You have the knowledge, and so maybe after the season, FIFA did some changes. So we upgrade you on the new changes now. Then we'll all be on the same level, and that is what it is done almost everywhere. You understand? Apart from these regional and the national courses now, FIFA courses are, and also we also do them. You understand? And these courses we do them every year. Every year the FA put in a lot of money for us to do these courses. So I don't know where he's coming from, seriously.
So now, what requesting for meetings are more turning it down.
Okay, so meetings then are requested for. Let me say this on authority, sir. I think at the Congress, last year Congress, okay, President had the information be to just say some referees failed in the written test now, and it is a cause for worry. And so, you bet me I bet you some of these failures now. And let me say this: unless Judge Seja is telling me, say, when the RAG was organizing these tests, even on mobile tests, they were doing, now you will be a trivia, no, ABC. So there are possible answers. Even in the possible answers, people still fail. Even in the possible answers, unless Judge Seja is telling us, all of us, those times now RAG organizes test, you know, in feel leader. You understand what I'm saying? So failure is with us. You understand? Now there was one particular referee there, who said the marks was very low. So we had to do some follow-up to find out. Unfortunately, we were told that guy, I think he was from Niger or Burkina or Ghana, and he wants to go into refereeing. In fact, about them say he was a referee in his country. He wanted to continue. What you say? And it is allowed. I mean, Ubana say ID cards and with them now you say you are truly a referee from other countries, and we give you that opportunity. But then we were not told, say, that was his problem. His English was not good. As I say, the region who said or was some deficiency in the English language. At least among us, we are French people. I think we could have translated some of the questions in French. He would give the answers in French. You understand? We didn't know that. So the guy was not able to answer the questions very well. And this time, we are doing written tests. You write the answers yourself. And your possible answers to you. And your A, B, C, D. I mean, you are just taking A or taking B or taking C. That is not what we are doing now. And so we have enhanced the test now. Yeah, those times rag now. Yeah. We have enhanced it. We have changed it. And so once that the new Ebano, there are bound to be 1 or 2, 3 failures. That does not mean to say it was bad. At least other people got 95%. You understand? Judge should not just.
But judges of the firm opinions that your referee is more than what from.
Nanadakwa referees in modern bono. Who say in every human endeavor, you climb up and you come down. You climb up and you come down. As I say, what is the problem? You understand?
Yeah.
We can look at the problem, and let me say this here. We cannot compare 5-10 years ago loss of the game to the current loss of the game. There have been changes in the loss of the game. You understand what I'm saying? And so in that case, want to make enfant can say that is the basis. Say referees modern born now is low than what. Look, in your time, the loss of the game was not like it is now. For instance, in your time, handball is a handball. Once a ball is a foul. But now, when you are analyzing a handball situation, it is not the same. You have to ask yourself, has the hand made the body unnaturally bigger? Was the hand in the natural position? Was the hand justifiable? So these are all questions you have to ask yourself. It wasn't like that. And so the changes that is emanating from the loss of the game is making the analysis or the analyzing of situations on the field of play a little bit more difficult and critical. And that is what we need to look at.
Right.
So it is for all of us. It is your responsibility to say, a company should be able to upgrade or the errors in their decision making perform. It doesn't mean to say
okay.
No.
Alex, now, do you think, and I know you're an honest man, office and you be a money seja rag more collaborative enough and as a uncheck mukra.
Okay, so we can't say a collaboration in what sense? Okay, so there is this other issue that we need to collaborate with. Now, sir, when Judge Seja wanted to embark on on a welfare policy, he says, sir, the RAG wants to get an insurance company to insure the referees, Premier Division 1 in the women's. He went to the FA. The FA said, okay, look, this is a very laudable thing, so let's collaborate. So we did that. There are issues where Metro said the collaboration will come in. when it comes to like training, and like I said, George Sega is an instructor. You understand? It's a collaboration ben opposite when we are going for a course, we invite George Sega to come as an instructor, and he comes to teach as an instructor. Is it not a collaboration?
Ebi akwan opese kamufa so akamuye no wano nyenye sa na muye no.
Say yenye courses is no wano and yenye collaborations no wano. It depends so it depends on the issues that will come. What I say? Issues niba now it is more of training, which is more of mimi function, mimi role. I'll make sure that say all the people who matter as far as training is concerned. I'll contact all of
right
them.
now ozo otimi ba ho obeka asem chewa so chale ko general secretary ko general secretary so I know an ya mutu asem no kra enko babia.
And so in every organization, okay, we have an organogram, okay, and like I said from the beginning, the referees committee are the sole people responsible for refereeing in the member association.
Right.
I am acting as a conduit. I'm acting as a liaison person between the FA, the referees committee, and referees. You understand? Even in my case, I report directly to the general secretary. That is how it is. I don't have all the powers that it is for me to take a decision. So the person I will refer you to is the general secretary. For instance, he came, said, and on that day when they came, it was very good. It was at the referees committee meeting, and they came there. And I told them, said, they came to tell us that they wanted to have regional instructors, something course.
And I'll pamomo.
Yampamomo. We listened to them. It was a brilliant idea, and we told them that look, even this idea now with the Abano. It is something that is on our program. Maybe your program, your yearly program. Every year, we prepare a program. And this program is approved by the General Secretary and it is sent to the rep to FIFA and to CAF. You understand? Because it is a program that we are going to run. So we make sure that the appropriate institutions and our bodies are all well of this.
Right.
So like I said, look, it is on our program. The only issue that we are trying to go back and forth has to do with funding. So if the FA released funding, we will do it. And what we were even going to do was that some of them who were instructed would even go around to go and supervise in these courses, just like FIFA is doing. For instance, I have requested for a FIFA course, okay, in Ghana. FIFA will send 2 instructors, 1 technical, 1 fitness. They are coming as facilitators. They are coming to assist your local instructors, to do the work. And so, when we are able to get funding or we get the clearance, now we are going to do it now. Every region would bring some district people, and these must be referees and now retired referees.
Right.
Because we always want retired referees because if you are an active referee now, now if you are not careful, you go into a game and then you make some errors. The children or the referees you are teaching would also hit back at you and tell you that and I will try at there no. Who call park and so the decision we are taking was wrong. So we prefer a retired referee on your active. So we are asking, we will be going around to ask all the regions to give us at least 1 each from each busy street for us to do that training. When that time comes and we get a clearance, you just say that Obekobi because you are an instructor, you are a FIFA trained instructor, you are a Futuro instructor. So on to Obekobi, all the other instructors that the FA has trained would be part of this exercise. What sort of collaboration do you? Now, the issue is that, and I've heard him saying this several times, say, FA in appointing people on the referees committee did not consult the RAG for the RAG to give them a nomination for the person to be on the committee to serve the purpose of RAC. That has been his issue.
Me pacho na I know a legitimate concern we're raising now.
So now we have to go into the FIFA regulations. Is it right? Is it what FIFA says should be done? And like I said, FIFA in its own regulations, and name any referee association. Into the FIFA and fan to the regulations must say we are president of a member association. Now you want to nominate people on the referees committee. Consult the referees association. It is not stated anywhere. Ebia on himself some countries, probably it is a convention that those people are doing.
But can I ask? But what stops us from also doing it? Yeah, Boniana.
I can't say yeah, Bonnie. And in this case, it depends on the FA. It is not for me to decide that. It depends on the FA.
All right, Alex.
In fact, and in the case, the appointees on the referees committee is the prerogative of the president as the executive committee who are to do that. It is not for me, Alex Cote, to go and do that.
All right, Alex. We'll leave it here. Right.
Into what I always say, and answer on George, the few times that we have interacted, I have told him, say, look, with the current change in the structures, everybody should make himself relevant. We will all have a role to play in development of referees. That is what we should always be looking at.
Okay.
And that should be what we must all think of. So whether the RAG is represented or the RAG is not represented, how can we develop referees? That is the most important thing. Refereeing a Jumano, you are going to find lawyer and famba, you are going to find journalist and famba. Yet the referees are there.
Okay.
And that is why I keep saying that, Judge Seja, you are an instructor. You are part of the development of referees in this country. It's not a referees, it means it's fair. As instructors, we are not teaching the referees the right thing. That is what it means.
All right, Alex, we'll leave it here. Now, I don't know, say we a fan one, I say a district FA for no Juma, and I say I have. Yes, a third division matches, center referees in Kwaneko, no linesmen. I don't know where sir.
I think it is the RFA issue. I think that there is a shortage of referee in the system. The boys and girls that we have recruited, we should all know that they are all in school. I mean, it is a school. It's quite difficult getting them to.
But Alex, how do we develop our game? Now you bought football game. I am running to say you need a center man and two lines and a fourth. Now, ABC or a game at the lower level.
No, it is a problem. It is a problem we must find solutions to. And the solution is that we need to embark on a serious recruitment drive. That's my say. Yeah. Now, policy now is catching them young. Okay? But so they will back 12 years, 13 years, 15 years. Park so now you're bona.
Dabi.
It is a bigger responsibility for all of us, the football, the club, the RFAs, and everybody. And this issue of one referee officiating, and certain no, you understand? But then we must find solutions. I mean, for me, I believe that once you are able to identify your problem, you find solutions. And the solution is that we must embark on a serious, the RFA must embark on a serious recruitment drive. I can tell you, because I'm here in Accra, there's a lot of recruitment going on in the various schools. What's my share? But here again, I'm saying, there are children, or park so na ya molesteno ya assaulteno or kufia ni papa beka says on jai. That is the problem.
Right. It's been nice talking to you, Mr. Kote. Nyami shall be bringing what that Jenny Abutra Unyamae.
No, that's it. So you're free at me, because I'm invited to my office.
But your may no do. Why?
Right. But that's bad. Thank you.
Yes, yeah, that's it. Radio Get Results. This is the Sports Park on 89.7. So what we're going to do next is to listen to Alex Cote's boss. That's the General Secretary of the Football Association. If it's a Pooley car baby, and she shall be bree, and if you Ediego Aquemwa, General Secretary, and so Aboy in Chirimu, Yankwe, Nayan
I think that we've gone step by step in terms of our engagement with all the stakeholders. We've had a very successful meeting with the leadership of the Ghana Police Service at the request of the IGP. In that meeting, we brought up a lot of discussion points, finally finishing with about 33 action points to work on, a number of them for the police service and a number of them for the clubs and the football association. And so on the police side, we are fortunate enough for the police leadership to give us a sports police unit within the police service. Also, we would get regional sports security officers who will be of a very high in the ranking of the police, who would be mandated to be in charge of safety and security issues affecting sports in the region. And so we also immediately were told by the IGP that they've taken the decision that the police academy, they would include the training manual for sports policing, which is very good for us, and we are grateful for it. Also, where there are opportunities, depending on where the academy is, the trainees, even at that stage, will be brought to some of the matches to work with the police officers so that they pick practicals from these, even at the training stage before they become police officers. So these are very good positives, and we are extremely grateful to the IGP and the police leadership for this. On our side, we've engaged with all the Premier League clubs, after which they issued their statement of support and solidarity, and also to say that the FA will look at what they've all discussed with us, and then we would have an advanced match day safety and security protocol. Now we've engaged the Division 1 clubs, the Women Premier League clubs, we've engaged Santi Kotoko as well. We've engaged all the supporters of the Premier League clubs. So following this, we approved the enhanced match day safety and security protocol. These protocols work in addition, so they are supplementary to all the regulations we have already. We have the club licensing regulation, we have the stadium regulations, we have the competition regulation, that is to say the Premier League regulation, the Division 1 League regulation, the Women's Premier League regulations, and then the disciplinary code, the code of ethics, and indeed the book of sanctions as well. And so they all come together to ensure that we have a good regime based on which we can have a good, safe and secure steps include the fact that we had an engagement with the Minister of Sports and Recreation in that
and then yesterday there was a training for match commissioners. Ketokriku ko addressi o munyono kwa Julius Imuna esusu ko addressi match commissioners. Na ket so I am bad match commissioner bi obepamo. I know there are no two ways about it. Prosper was there yesterday. Julius Emuna was there. Keto Kriku was there as well. Nyame aduma echina Keto Kriku beko Kumasi. One Asante Kotoko mpeni fokwa kushia. The first official appearance for Asante Kotoko. Mpeni for if you say asemisi. When you say nanu Joada, Keto Kriku invite Kotoko ne has mpeni for on Kotoko ne has almost proposals for enhanced reforms, you know. And I think it's based on that Kotoko has resumed training. And into so tomorrow, whatever that happens in Kumasi with the visit of the president of the federation, the ebe ba ama TF4 and we more Max TV nyina so etimi enya munsem aka. Na yanka volleyball kakre. When say normally sa disciplines volleyball, basketball, hockey, badminton. Sanyo mano. I want for interest pa de abribiao, but in Pempi, yana facilities I benya edia exhibits are talents we yana a bit problematic. As so nura and penny for el kaukudiako pow volleyball court for crown toma. Omjidi sa area honan kasano. Talents be browa a bit ma boa ama yahu woman volleyball bo na yetimi aboa ma national team no so enya so mfaso na Bernard Mona a Ghanaian politician was send dia kotino Ghana volleyball mu ye pa na nra odin semi tudwa abro mu paw sa volleyball court wo ka okudi hontoma.
First of all, what actually informed your decision to, venture into volleyball? It's not just volleyball, but sports as a whole. We know you to be a farmer, an entrepreneur, a politician, but this time sports. What actually informed your decision to go down that lane?
I'm surprised you don't know that I'm a performer myself. I've been an active basketballer from my school days. From secondary school, I captained my team. To the sixth form, I captained my team. I became the regional captain of the Upper West basketball. When I got to the University of Cape Coast, after Professor Apak, I became the school captain of the University of Cape Coast, participating in several GUSA games. And after that, we have been thinking about how to harness the talent of our many young people, particularly those from underserved communities. And so one of our own who ventured into football decided that we should form a football club. There are many talents, rugged boys and girls. So we formed the Calibi Football Club 2022, and we started that we are forming a sporting club. Given my background as a basketballer, I knew that we would not end at football. So currently we are in Division 2, Zone 1, in the Upper West region, and we are leading. Hopefully we'll get to Division 1 and possibly qualify for the Premier League next season. In addition to that, we are doing we have athletic clubs, and at the last GUSA game, the young man that was the best javelin thrower also came from the Calibi Sporting Club. And so we decided that we should go into volleyball, given that there are many raw talents, particularly from the north, that don't know how to further their career in volleyball. So we created this as a conduit so that they will come, get professional coaches. One of the coaches we have is a national team coach. He has gone to the international stage, and we brought them. The national team manager has played volleyball to the highest level, and so we brought them together so that they will be able to take these raw talents, refine them, so that they become not only useful to themselves, but they will become useful to our nation. As we speak, I think that Ghana can boast about 3 professional volleyballers that are playing in various clubs, some in the Middle East, some in some parts of Africa. And I think that it enhances the beauty of the game. So here we have come. We are going to take just simple players, convert them into extraordinary talents, and so that they can meet the international standard. In so doing, we are able to create a buffer to stop the human security problems that we are having. Most of these young people, when they have nothing to do and they have to be loitering, they don't get any avenue to train. then you see that they will be engaged in some other vices that may become inimical for our society. So we have been able to organize a small camp house where we have camped some of the players. Some of them are students in the universities. And so when they get time, they come and participate in the thing. So the motivation really is to see that what you call the underserved sports, we are able to highlight it and bring premium to it so that everybody will know that every sport is sports. It cannot be a case that our sports is just about the Black Stars. Our sports must be about the Black Spikers. It must be about the Black...
My friend, Bernard Mona.
It must be about...
He's a politician and... Was in team then Calibi Sports Club. Yeah, Sporting Club. Into Calibi for you could see volleyball court more. Okay. Bernard Mona can send here Kofi Adams, it's not. It was a UTA because Bernard, I want Sembia or Kachiro. That will be live tomorrow here on the Sports Park. 41 minutes past 11. Sports Park is airborne between now and midday. I need you. Yeah.
You know, I think say,
come on, kitty view. And now out of line, she has the book 2-1. Set us scored.
Or say no, some say penalty.
Ah, too bad.
Yeah.
Say if for Kukariki for an officially almost signed Daniel Awuni. Daniel Awuni has signed 4 years at the Ama Kukariki. About Accra Lions on a very good season last term, about 26 league games. In all, about 58 matches in just 2 seasons. And Ama Accra Lions. Free a top scout football academy. But Awuni there, yeah, reggae. Dansuma about reggae Accra no. Reginald Asante. So that's good news from game num locally. Nani.
Yes, Nana.
Yes, sir.
Mene referee Rag Pinino. Gonna say Football Association no ensure mo. Na meeting we who be here say meye. And sana football activities are basono. Eso mutu meye. It's like, oh, you're careful what to say on air and what to say when Ocean penning for. You can say there are more to his conversation that one young queen diwa. He feels say no dear a baby young penning for anymore. No, omuno mo disan komono. And I think say they should find a way to address those issues are more raising. One thing I'm realizing is you can see so much in a baby. Appointment committee no suit in a baby. Referees managers need in a baby. Football associations need in a baby. But in can the papa muno any year your muno. And send commune na baby fako. So the be a refereeing. A baboon compound ako denim ewe ekrum ha. So me feel say Ghana Football Association in paying for executive council members, they need to find a way to referees in paying for no, because you can see say a person can't send me, and I think say more address those issues a bit more. Make I say issue about refereeing sikasem I come on several occasions, and I think say finding a way almost solve that situation. No? I like the way or kind of the way it here say never baby football association I idea. Never baby so they can do more. Kate gadgets Nyama Football Association they provide their refereeing work room her. They brand their best. But Nina came for no. Ejuma de can they pay no. Either the person will break even and obenya faso or nyemboka. And for example, to say the no year say obi fi ha etumi ko bi game e wa Upper West. Na the money involved near fixed there. Sas Ghana the man no in a day obesa no. Barely obi ko di game or a day before. No a day after. And at least they should be able to double that amount of money to make sure say first require the crowd. But I feel say we can do more looking at it. Say that is why I do be around me calling on the government. Say some of some of these situations they cause because referee situation cost you with your football more. In some night it's never form. Education we here. But the back where the sign man ba ni nyina ne back ho maintain me ho ase e cost various stadiums. So before say football association no my mom pen tell me no rather than seeing the various stakeholders to find solutions to our problem, especially refereeing. Media refereeing there, we will issues akase because your born be do mpon akonanim na bibia successful la say refereeing there back wa very important to us. And the hwene so our situation na nko yenim. Prosper so akasa.
Yeah, GS.
Yes, wakasa pa and I think say wa church nsem mu. Ade ba kwa me hu won nkomo mu ne say football association no aba from kaka. Omuto na aba from kaka because the ato mo nansen no you can see say amo mamoto. Enka no na difficult to who say JS money, you know, people are more esco no money ade ne nkofo edi nkomo as to how e be solve issues. But I think that this time round, no, they apply a lot of wisdom in some of the things I hear delivered in this country. And I think say Yembo Football Association abaso. The only thing I say clubs no sabo na isa sia. Nyama ebe ma yakọ akọ dia ko enim no. Ebetuma boayen. I like the way a typical politician involved in volleyball. Very, very important. Idea ba ko a yen tan ka ho nsem e we krom ha. And I think say me say na ade ba ko na me ya ade pan volleyball. And I think say in penifo enya interest room na politicians e de omo hu jima at least ye nya Bernard Mo na mo level say ya na various disciplines e krom ha. Obi a involved ne hu wo ma. At least e be ko yenim e wo ya gudie mu. So I was happy say, you know, but I'm gonna make sure say a volleyball team waha and there. Omonya a venue to many opportunity. Esi omakai. How to make sure say we the next level in volleyball. So Nana, me you happy about the conversation
Okay, Director Lawrence Sikanete say Yamagana Frontier say fight night 13 of the Bell 7-Star Boxing League, you know, a match any the bebra Bukum Boxing Arena. Inti mo amupe boxing na no. Fight night 13 is in March. Nyamia Duma Friday. Nanaya Otechi Anderson will be on the Sports Arena on Max TV between 11 and 12 or the home common na ebebro. He say ebia ho manu betimi a join yen. Kotokwa she training ase. Heart of Lions a share hard. As only one about golden cake.
Yes.
So e tuba. Me Friday so kwesi duba tuba. Go Stars any Atram. Wow. And it's a bit my sports park in Crayfree tuba. Hello.
Another Darkwa-Gyasi.
One man.
Na mamumone di mafamo ye.
Nyami shaw ye dase.
Ana mi ko su GFC. Ni GFC ko code.
Aden.
Nana we kai say mi ground radio su kan san kai say division 1 so postpone or one postpone.
Ai me kai pa. Ampa ukan Friday no. Ukan Friday na answer ye ko weekend no.
Senya na mi say senya mi an afofie na bibi sa ko ti ye no se na get fine. Ana mi wa sembika ba we are my personal life me ball left in the actual. Me so no police me make me e kwa ho ncha me ball in the actual.
Ya but tell me ma money din wa.
Ye ni team be say refi I think last month no more so. Na be home. Na me be match am ko empo anu ko dware ansa me back. So because Ocean Green me ka so tia obe home. Ye wo ho and left it no buy me who can be na me say car we left it for car. Ti be na me tini me speak you na me question na be before. Ye wo ho na call buy me ni ba ko fe na me ti omochi. By the me say match for me say team owners me be friend and they am fe o ntem no mo hu do be answer do park no ko.
Asa enkomo na referees ni ball beach one no.
Me na me catch you. Me nimbe be akọ ni free buy. Na mo fe left ni say team match team owners for never friend back no. I know see you nana. Me come yan kasa me stay me kita match no. Real left ni real
Akachi All Stars. Na mo bo mo pram.
Akachi All Stars. You pram. I want you home. Real left ni real. Na person me ask. Abega. And the team free park no so. Na say man ayi na asemesi. Na yenwie na wo see division 1 yenkobo. Na bibisa ko si won so e. Me my ready. Me ye recording ni nyina. Omo kasa na nya me ye recording. It is GFA court. And you could get the call on my moi. Maybe need GFA.
One man. Yeah, that's it. Thank you very much for your call. That's one man calling us from Pram. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Anna. Say.
Yo, Adumpacho also here.
Michiamunya, Sesiano. MTFA Cup, me, the same bisa Sebaswana.
Bacho, Ebeba Supana, it's not the Ebebo baby because I know chairman no be chicken come busa say then as Santia Ebasunti menstru.
Me to me and coming person come bebo because Pooley we no ye hu hwe na om sam bebo MTFA Cup. Michiamunya bye bye.
Radin Shaw yes so ye dase se ofreye. Hello.
Hello.
But you do set now the program now ocean why?
Hello.
Yes, but you feel free.
No, that one but you me coach King make us Africa so.
Coach Mpacho nyamisha sewaba.
Me on sha also. Na da kwa me say mu boy to papa. One wa pam for abo wori nya. Bibi ara da me show and I will be a mentor. I always look up to you. Because your Ghana journalism, we say number one. Because with a lot of your experience, I really admire you.
Thank you.
Nana, you can say, "Because you build my pa, what? Now what keeps you on your
Amen.
And more bemumbu be you. Because when I am, oh, you know, a little bit but in theater amount for better. Because here we do my pa, now what keeps you was through a channel. I mean, sure, when I had a person in the country, I'm afraid with that.
Wow. I mean, sure. We'll call them a bottle. Minimum dear Mecampo. A riding show. That's it. Hello. Hi, good morning.
Good morning, Nana. I tell them online, so I try
you. Hey, Fabu. And now, in an Edwin Josiah say, I'm too catch and I'm saying, your court TV in this, say, I'm on for choco or quansum qua.
Is that a good role? That is why you say, Papa. Come on, here.
Yes, sir, don't finish. I feel.
Is that a year one a woe?
And I am Kito. Yes, he must start training.
I won't start it. It was a hard way and no more. He's on so I started bow. No more. Yes, I'm from no more fire. I say, no more. You say, no, Macana, only a Catamia, Bibiati, I said, I started now. Maybe unless you see we are, maybe unless every couple of times say, there are no more there too.
I want to go to Codiana Seda.
Yanta, my young community. If you are naming the born in Yadi to a jabo. It's my idea.
Yes, you could pull a man 100,000 Ghana.
That's a friend, Brahman. The picture I don't know ever to security.
Oh, sir, they say a suspect. Who did the picture Kotoa Bontina and your no be any parcels bet me to our court?
And if I were my own work from home, I didn't say a suspect.
I'm the first one person, but they say what you chat.
I was you chat, and if I wouldn't wouldn't know anymore. Obana, yes, or they bought one away. I told him almost personal. Oh, one I know. I thought him, Mamma Bill, as I say. And now that I'm trusting you, Vincent, trusting you.
Yo, Mr. Danson, Michelle Bibri. Thank you very much, Fabu. Hello.
Hello, good morning, another question.
Yes, sir.
Nana Kwa, Ibn Izaduni, or Yarifa.
Ibn, yeah, that's a soaba.
Nana, me pese me kevi bika fa referees and some ho.
Pacho you.
Okay, see, or say any referees manager be to me, I think say no more said that in managers Juma because also to me show good proposal or more identify weaknesses, you know. To say referee Kobe Bia because of financing honor. My club owners, you know, man, baby, that influence, you know. With this, me sure so much my corporate world. Not corporate world, show me me sure so be better. Okay, company be better. Okay, and the main form cano. We be cast main form accommodation. We be cast main form transportation. In that would need solve the issue, you know. So yet me for be go to GFA. Referees, what are they doing for themselves? It's hard time they apply what they know in the corporate world on their referee for no to the referee system in Ghana. So the boy in
God bless you. We are grateful. We'll pick your final call. Hello. Sir. Odisheba nyamisha so abayiti. The program ni enyi nti kakrakra.
Ayeshi buta. Ana, mo na juma moye.
Ya dase.
We may say oh, yes, sports activity and yes, football department or no. Department actually football is a problem ho. Ko utie man no George Seja. Nya for man referee no. I don't know na kasa no.
Pachan.
Say na problem ho. The about to your system omni referee manager and say GFP. Omontima say won hwe nearby ye be boa me referee sem na we can't do football that referee.
Thank you very much. Akra wa mantem. Yemvensi echa no abantem.
Nana Darkwa-Gyasi.
Akra me adao too much.
Mate.
All right. Nyami show bebre. Ye dey see Eradin show bia otie dwumedie no. The birthday dedication, okay? Na ene eye yenua baby birthday enti. Happy birthday to Cassandra Edu of Maxby head office or techno building or Darkwa Junction or your manager. So Cassie, from all of us on the sports park and all of us here in the studio this morning for the show, we wish you the very best. You're an amazing human being and God bless you. We love you too. Have a great birthday. Yeah, sorry so. Nyami show be from Nana Darkwa-Gyasi Sports Park so. Bye.